Hello everyone, Paul Argenzio, Superintendent of Public Works. We're here at the GreenWorks JRM recycling facility. This is where all the recycling that gets picked up in Revere from the residents' home comes. So Jimmy, I want to thank you for taking us on this tour. So this is the first stop when the recycling reaches your facility. This is where they tip and they dump.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay. And then from here, what happens then?
So after the truck empties its contents on the floor, the loader operator pushes the contents in a pile. The loader operator then loads the material into our drum feeder. This is the beginning of the process, the pre-sort station.
So Jimmy, at this point in the processing of these recyclables, I noticed there's a lot of talk about tanglers in our recycling barrels. Is this an example where plastic bags would interrupt or jam up some of this machinery, and that's why you can't accept plastic bags in our recycling?
Yes, so in the pre-sort process, they're looking for those type of things. They're looking for the tanglers, they're looking for the plastic bags, the film. That way they take it out before it goes through the system. Because once it goes into the system, then it causes more problems in the equipment itself. It tangles inside the equipment and causes downtime and delays.
And then somebody would physically have to go in and remove this material from the machinery?
Exactly. So it's labor intensive because all of that wraps around the equipment and they have to cut that out and get it out as much as they can. So all the material goes up the belt after the pre-sort and goes through the OCC, the cardboard screen, where all the cardboard is taken out and everything else falls through the screen. After the material falls through the OCC screen, the glass fine screen and all the materials go through, it goes onto this belt, and the quality control people take out the small cardboard that got through the OCC screen. Then all the material goes onto the ONP screen and gets separated. All the containers fall through and all of the newspaper and mixed paper gets separated out and dumped into a bunker for baling. All the containers that fall through the ONP deck go onto this belt. They're brought up and they go through the further process of separation. The optical scanner infrared unit separates PET, and further down the line separates HDPE. All of that gets separated and dropped into bunkers, and these bunkers hold material until they're full, and then they get baled. All the steel cans and metal is taken off the belt by this large magnet and dropped into a bunker. The aluminum is captured by the eddy current. The material flows over and the eddy current shoots on the aluminum up through the duct and into the bunker. All the material after it is separated goes into the bunkers. The bunkers then become full and empty onto the main belt. That belt travels to the baler. As it goes up, it becomes baled into the baler, and then the bales then get compressed and pushed out, where a fork truck comes, picks them up, brings them over to the loading dock for shipping. These are bales of used beverage containers. These are bales of steel cans baled. These are bales of PET, polyethylene. These are your Poland Spring bottles. These are bales of mixed high-density polyethylene, HDPE. These are your Tide bottles, your milk bottles. These products arrive at the mill, get melted down, and formed into other recycled products. The bales are loaded onto containers. These containers are shipped overseas after being brought to the port. This is the end of the line. This is where all the residual waste contaminants come through. After the processing is complete, this is what we're left with.
As you can see from this pile, this is what's left over. The recycling facility can't process because it's basically all trash. In this pile, you can see a lot of trash bags. This is the #1 problem with our recycling. People feel as though they're recycling correctly by taking their recycling, bagging it up, tying it, and putting it in their bin. When it gets to the recycling facility, the mechanisms and the conveyor system here can't handle that and can't sort it. So it ends up being considered trash, and we have to pay for that. That cost is passed on to the city, and it becomes quite expensive because it's considered trash.
We've just concluded our tour of the GreenWorks JRM facility. I hope this has shed some light on how your recycling is processed. I want to thank Jimmy Motzkin for taking us on the tour. I'm joined by Sharon from the Mass DEP. I want to thank her for helping us out with the $40,000 grant to re-educate the public. I want to say that we have mailed out some information to everybody in the city. It's a magnet, keep it on a refrigerator. You can go on our website, revere.org, and there's a link to the Mass DEP website. It's called Smart Recycling. A lot of good information there. We have a free trash app in Revere. It's called Revere Trash. You can search that on your iPhone or your Android. It has a lot of good information. It tells you when your recycling day is, when your trash day is. There's a search button in there. You can put in almost any item and it'll tell you whether it belongs in your recycle bin or whether it belongs in your trash bin. And I hope this tour and the information that we've been giving you helps us to recycle better. And Sharon, do you have any other comments?
Yes, thank you, Paul. My name is Sharon Byrne-Kashida. I'm with Mass DEP, and I'm a regional solid waste and recycling coordinator. I have a district of 39 communities, and I want to assure you that Revere is not alone in tackling the problem of cleaning up recycling. We understand how challenging it is that for years you've been able to put out things that you thought were recyclable that actually were not recycled. So it's a little painful right now. You'll see the Revere team out on the streets. They're doing a good job. Ask them questions if you have questions. And as Paul said, we have a really great website. It's recyclesmartma.org. But the city also has this really great search engine. So if you have questions, use it. And thank you very much.
Thank you.